There we go. NDI. Let's see if this works.
I wanted to do like when I get it. I think I want to fly like all the way around like Greenland or something, or Iceland. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
The smaller one.
Oh cool. Yeah. Yeah. Iceland. Yeah. Iceland's a small one, isn't it?
Yeah, I started with Greenland, but I was wrong. I want to go all the way around Iceland. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I flight planned the whole thing in one big lump. So there was 500 and something waypoints, and I loaded it all in. And wow. I went to test it for the first time yesterday or today. Oh, nice wheels, nice. I went to flight test it today, and when I loaded in the sim, I was getting 10 frames a second, and I was getting really low. I'm getting like 45 here right now.
What are you in?
I am in a Zenith CH-701, which is a stall plane.
I see a Bonanza.
Oh yeah, of course. The only reason is I want to use slow aircraft for this.
Oh.
Like
so
like the Savage Cub, or the Bird Dog, or the Power Solo, or any real slow bush planes that we've got.
Okay.
It's just not a massive bush trip, you see. It's one that I've got off flightsim.co. I messaged the guy to let him know that I was going to do this one. Honestly, I've just not had the time to plan a proper one this week. And
so, like your Savage Cub, is that slow enough?
Savage Cub is fine, yeah.
But not the Savage Carbon, that's too fast?
Savage Carbon's a bit too fast, yeah. You have to bear with me. I just had to shut down FlightSim. Desktop problem. I just have to load it back up. Will be a second.
How's it going?
Good evening. I posted a FlightSim easy loading flight plan for this one.
Okay.
I posted it in the Discord in the secondary event channel. It was just it's the bottom file. I've just added it about 10 minutes ago.
And where do we put that?
If you download it to wherever you want, downloads folder, and then when you get it into FlightSim, where it gives you the option to choose the airport, on the bottom of the screen it says load, save and load. Just click that, and then go to wherever you've downloaded that file to, and just double click it, and it'll load that flight plan into FlightSim.
I see. Okay.
So if you bear with me, I'm just going through the reload.
No worries.
It should be there. Yeah, there we go. Bring my microphone down as well, so maybe I can be heard. There we go. Apologise in advance if that was or I just apologise if you didn't hear me properly.
So we're not using the original flight plan you posted?
Yeah, it's the same one. It's just this one is even easier. You don't have anything else to load. It's purely just a text file that FlightSim loads. I don't know what I didn't know what people's preferences were, so I just extracted it out of that bush trip and have added it to the FlightSim to make it simpler for the people who wanted it.
Okay.
And where's Bebop when you need him, man? That was perfect. It's too late to apologize.
Yeah. Yeah, Wheels. I had to rebuild that flight plan for my UK trip.
Yeah,
I saw that. Oh man, I was so annoyed. Yeah, I was saying that flight plan, because it had 500 waypoints in it, or more than 500. I think it was like 550 waypoints. It's when you loaded it in, because the Garmin software in the game is developed as a separate piece of software, it can't handle the 500 plus waypoints. So it just bogs the entire system down, trying to load them every time it does a screen refresh. So the screen refresh took, it was said like nearly 0.1 of a second to do each one, as opposed to, you know, being done in microseconds. So I was only getting 10 FPS. So I had to go back through and split it into 6 equal parts, which kind of makes it a little easier because it's just waypoint to waypoint to different airports. So I start at Culdrose, go to Lynn Airfield to Humberside to Aberdeen to I can't remember that one, and then from that one to Liverpool, and then the last one is from Liverpool back down the west coast to Culdrose, which is by Land's End. So it's like 6 individual flight plans, each with about sort of 85 to 90 waypoints, as opposed to one big file with 500 and odd. Load. Okay, let's go with that one. Yeah, I just want a nice slow aircraft for this. Not we're so used to the big powerful stuff that can climb at 4,000 feet a minute. It just we haven't done any slow flights, so I just thought it'd be a nice change.
So what's everybody flying?
I'm going to be in the CH-701.
Trike. Same here.
Yeah.
CH-701.
Nah, I'm just using a tail dragger.
What's the CH-701?
Yeah, did I land? Did I start?
It's a Zenith.
Yeah. So the stall.
Is it pay?
Nope. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm cheap right now.
.31, 34 knots I'm doing right now. This is great. 33.
I don't think I can go that slow. Maybe I need a different.
I'm gonna crash. Oh no.
Luke Craig, what are you in?
I'm in a little Shock Ultra.
Oh nice, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
would
just
think
did a tail dragging bonanza myself.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can't help but
Savage.
feel like you picked the airfield for a certain reason.
It's a good name, isn't it?
Old Dick Stout Field.
So go along with the flight Northern did the other day when we were on. What do you call that crazy thing?
Oh, what was?
Should I get a slower plane?
You don't have to.
It's pretty slow.
I mean, if it can,
I think I'll.
if it can hang in the air at 30, 33 knots, then you're probably fine.
God only knows it's fine.
Just fill this quickly, and we'll give another 5 minutes, wait for people, and then head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my weed whacker idle here for a
Yeah,
minute.
I'm going to shut mine off because it's really annoying and loud.
Yeah, it runs like a weed whacker.
Yeah.
What are you guys flying?
CH-701, Zol Zenith. Zol Stenith? Zenith.
Nah,
Zenith
I can't
Stol.
40 or I can't fly.
Yes, Zenith still.
Zenith Stol. I haven't. I need to.
Yeah, I need a slower plane if you guys are going 33.
Well, we don't have to go 33.
I can't get under 40 or I start losing. I'll just go find a slower plane.
The Savage Cub is quite good. The one right at the very end, the right.
That's the one I'm in.
No, that is that. You're on the Savage Gravel.
I thought I was in the Savage Cub.
Well, possibly. It says Savage Gravel on your name tag. So,
Oh,
are you using the dev mode to change aircraft?
no.
All right.
Oh, I could use that, couldn't I? Then I don't have to.
Avoid the
well,
10-minute load-in.
Yeah.
It doesn't take
Uh,
that minute.
I'll move that. I'll move that.
I'm switching over to the Savage Cub. Don't need no tail draggers.
I thought I was in the Savage Cub. Zealand Aviation Savage
Yeah,
Cub.
this,
That's what it
the,
says I was
that's
flying.
the Slim Aviation one. Yeah, that's the Badger. That's the one.
Is that the one that I want?
Yeah, that's the slowest Cub.
Let's see, the only other option then would be the Icon A5,
Why
but
hasn't
I'm not landing that anywhere in the bush.
Why hasn't this flight panel? The flight plan hasn't even loaded.
Oh, look. Somebody actually has something other than a bonanza out here.
And you're flying the which one did you say? Stole?
Zenith
Yeah, the
Sol.
Zenith.
Zenix?
Zenith. Z-I-N-I-T-H.
Zenith or Zenith.
CH701?
Yep.
Yep. But again, it's a payware, so if you haven't, it's not just going to be default.
Okay, so for whatever reason, I'm gonna have to exit out quickly anyway, because the flight plan hasn't loaded correctly. Come on.
So last night I was flying around, they're doing the Iditarod, so I figured it'd be cool to go try to retrace the Iditarod a
Oh,
little bit.
that's a cool idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It would be an alright trip, some of it, but some of it's just kind of boring flying over rivers, you know?
Yeah.
There is a couple sections though. There's one really great mountain section that you're just carving through a canyon.
I'm still struggling to find a lot of stuff. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places for more flights. But I'm struggling to find certain things that I really want.
No, it's tough. I mean,
Yay! I think the flight band loaded correctly this time.
Simwork Studios, Zenith CH701 stole for air.
Or not. What is
No.
wrong with this? It loads fine in game. It absolutely fine, and then as soon as I load in, it just doesn't load. I've been having flight plan problems all day, trying to get stuff to work, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Stand by. Let's export that to there. Let's try a different one. There we go. Let's try that one. Right, so the path is correct on there, and it looks weird, but the path is correct.
Oh, by the way, the flight plan disappears when you get in there?
It shouldn't do.
Is that what? It's not supposed to, but it does. And so what I ended up doing was, it's still in there. When I had an aircraft with a fancier nav, I could see that it was in there. It just doesn't appear on the map itself. So I'm using my map and my iPad linked to see the flight
Well,
plan
yeah,
and
I mean,
where I'm at. But yes,
I've got a little nav map.
I had
running.
that same issue.
No, there. I think it's loaded
Yeah.
correctly this time.
That's what I thought it kept us.
Yeah, it's loaded correctly this time.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just stupid. It doesn't. Right, let's instead of. I can't do that because. Oh, that just drags you down. I haven't flown this aircraft in a little while, so it takes a little bit of getting used to the how it handles and how it just sort of drops you out of the sky when you put the flaps down. Okay, let's try that.
Still not sure why I can't see, like, why everybody's still a Bonanza at this point.
What where are you? What aircraft are you in?
Well, I'm in the Zenith, and you have one, correct? So, like,
Oh, I'm using the
we should
I'm
have
using
the
the
same
livery
pack.
as well.
Oh,
I tell you what. What
Okay.
I'll do.
that's probably
Yeah, I'm using the Bushrats livery for it. The Bushrats pack.
got it. I thought I downloaded one of the Bush Rats packs.
Now I can see you in a
But-
Zenith. You're just off to my right hand side.
Yeah, I'm just in a default.
I'll be in a default Zenith as well. I'm just relaunching.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
I'm cheap. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I'm doing that long flight on Friday. If anybody wants to join, I'll post up the flight plans for it. I've tested them all, made sure they work. But I'm doing a full flight round the UK on Friday.
Oh wow.
Like, literally in a Cub, I'm going to fly the entire circumference of the UK coastline, or not the whole UK, just Great Britain, the Great British coastline. I'm going to do it all in sort of non-stop. It should be fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like six stops, 6 fuel stops, and a cruising speed of 113 knots.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long is that going to take?
Well, I reckon conservatively it'll be about anywhere between 20 and 21 hours.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm not sure yet. The flight plan itself, if I were to make no stops and fly 106 knots, it would take 18 hours and 40 minutes. But I'll be flying a little bit faster than that. But I have to make 6 fuel stops as well. But
Yeah.
I don't have to. The thing's got like a
bathroom stops, coffee stops.
yeah, but that's it. The Cub's got a nearly 1,000 nautical mile range, and the entire trip's I think 2,300 miles. But like that'll be You know, if you're traveling at 11,000 feet and using 6 gallons of fuel an hour, whereas I'm going to be flying at 800 feet using about 9 gallons of fuel an hour, so
Right.
I kind of have to stop 6 times.
Yeah, there's a lot more air to push there.
Yeah.
I want to know what these levers do.
Which ones?
Bottom left of my panel, there's 2 pull levers that aren't labeled.
There's choke.
Choke and throttle, right? No.
No. Throttle's on my left, kind of lying where the door would be.
Yeah, that's the choke and the cabin heat.
Oh, okay.
You're not in the zenith.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
Somebody's got a blue Bonanza. That's a nice, a little bit of.
Different.
Yeah.
Let's have one.
Who's in a blue Bonanza?
Wheels is.
Oh.
Oh,
What
that's the.
heck? I'm in a bush
Yeah,
rat.
it's the livery pack. Yeah. I can see everybody
it's
in the
blue.
correct aircraft.
I can change it to the stock one if you want.
No, I don't care.
Does this even have, like, I've not even checked this aircraft probably. Does it have autopilot? No, I wouldn't have thought so. I would have said it would have had like a 2-axis autopilot, like just altitude and heading. But here I am. Right, who are we waiting for to load up, and we'll get this thing on the road. If everyone wants to make sure they're in the correct server as well, it's North Europe again.
Oh, that is silly. So it has a GPS, but it doesn't have an autopilot.
Yeah.
Welcome to general aviation.
Autopilot requires
Well, no, I mean,
heavy
might as well
servos
just have
and
a-
stuff, doesn't it? So,
Right. Just might as well just have like a iPad with ForeFlight on
Yeah.
it. I learned to fly on completely steam gauge aircraft. All we had was one little crappy little thing, like little GPS, just like that little Bendix King.
oh yeah.
So I'm actually more
how's-
comfortable not in a glass panel aircraft.
Is anybody else loaded in?
Yeah.
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 How's my
I
aircraft look
don't
now?
see anybody.
Where are you at the correct airfield? Yeah.
Oh, it's gray now. That's nice.
I loaded up.
But
the
is it a
flight plan.
Bonanza or is it
Yeah.
or do you see a tail dragger?
No, it's a Bonanza.
Oh, did it
What
put you in? Are you in multi? You're definitely in multiplayer. It hasn't changed any of the settings, has it? I see 3 aircraft here, but there's 6 of us in the Discord, so we're definitely missing at least 2.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm loading in.
No worries. Make sure you're on North Europe server. That could possibly be the reason.
Try and switch it real quick. Switch back. Are you guys on the ground? Or
Yeah,
in the air?
yeah, we're on the ground.
The ground. Most of us are right side up.
See anybody? Oh,
Oh, there you go.
there you
There
guys
you
are.
Savage Cub liveries. Default.
Oh, excuse me.
Did you have to back out to the menu to switch your server, or did you just toggle it?
You,
No, I
Yeah,
just
you
toggled
just-
it from the menu.
yeah, you don't. You shouldn't have to.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Oh, nice. There's a not Bonanza.
All right. Should be good to go.
Ah, I see another 701.
Oh yeah, nice.
Holla, can you hear me now? What I said was, sorry, I accidentally muted the wrong button. I've changed my setup just ever so slightly, so I'm still getting used to it. The Xbox beta for Flight Sim apparently is in about a month. So, and it's not, it's going to be the same, essentially the same, it's not going to be a cut down version. Right, should we get this show on the road?
Yeah.
Right then.
Oh, look.
Where am I playing?
Flying with 8 million bonanzas.
Did you? I was talking to somebody
That's
about it
nice.
about 10 minutes ago, mate. That's the reason I didn't hear it. Oh, yeah, of course it was. Sorry, mate. Oh, sorry. I thought it was somebody else. My apologies. Right, I'm.
There's somebody in the Savage. Hey, North, are you joining us or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
North isn't in here. I'm on the wrong screen.
Tell me about it, Holla.
I'm using North's livery finally
Whoa,
loaded.
whoa, whoa,
Oh, yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
He's dragging a wing there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It looked great, though.
Just gotta
What are you
trim
in?
that a little better. There we go.
I'm just glad there's actually there's only like 2 Bonanzas right now. It's great.
It's wonderful when it works.
I see 3 bonanzas.
I love this aircraft. It's so slow, but you can land about 5 miles an hour.
Baptiste, are we supposed to be? Are we supposed to be following
Yes.
you? Oh well, we're all on the ground. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
no
go,
worries.
everyone.
So I did a loop.
We're all on the ground. I'm like, wait a minute.
I think we're going to need to do a loop just to get over these hills.
Taking off with a little bit of a tailwind there.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how.
It's fine.
That's how we rock.
Get rid of that pilot. There we go. Pay attention to what I'm doing now.
I'm gonna have to hit the turbocharger here shortly. I'm not going anywhere.
The only thing I keep forgetting about this aircraft. Hi, Titan. How's it going? And Lanky, nice. Yeah, just Lanky just loaded in on a slow aircraft. The only thing that I remember that annoys me about this aircraft is it constantly pulls to the left.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it doesn't have rudder trim.
It's kind of annoying that the airspeed indicator is in kilometers per hour.
It's the 701 Lanky, and North Europe servers we're on, and we are flying in Utah, Zion Canyon National Park. If you join the Discord, we got a Discord. We got a flight plan up and running. You're more than welcome to join if you want.
I nearly got my camper totally stuck in mud in Zion once.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it was bad.
And for whatever reason, my flight plan has actually disappeared again.
Yeah, I've got mine on my side.
I honestly don't understand this. It works fine sometimes and doesn't.
It's working on little nav map though, right?
Yeah, I don't have that highlighted though, so
I've got mine up.
yeah, I have now.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to move across screens because I still need to be able to see. Yeah, Lanky, it's got, I don't know, there's some weird random error with it. I don't know whether it's something to do with update, but it works sometimes and then randomly it'll just disappear. It's really annoying. Apparently, if you use autopilot, I have it on good authority from one of the guys here that it still works. It just doesn't display correctly. Oh, nice.
The hell, is there no mixture control in this?
No, it's a Rotax
No,
and
not
the
second.
701.
No, the Cub, the Savage Cub.
No, there. I can't find it.
It's next to the throttle, isn't it?
Not that I can see.
No. Nope.
There's
It's
a
just
choke.
there's a choke and cabin heat. That's all you get.
Oh, okay. There's a yeah, if you're flying the 701, it's like it's a Rotax engine, so it's injected. So it doesn't have a mixture control.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's going on.
No.
I don't know if maybe the choke is the same thing or what.
No,
what's wrong?
choke is. It's like an engine starting.
Yeah.
Cuts off the. So you can run a real rich. That's. I think I'm going to go through that gap there. It looks like that's the correct place to go.
Wonder if we were supposed to be following the river.
No, yes, we will be. But not for a little while. We will be following the river though. There was a massive scenery update that some guy made for this area. I think he just put the Google Images photogrammetry data in. But it was 1.4 gigabyte, and for whatever reason, it would not download for me off flightsim.to.
Oh, the 1.2.
Yeah,
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 I did
got
that
it.
one.
it won't.
I got it. It's loaded.
It wouldn't let me download it at all. Let's put a little bit more rudder trim on that.
It's like a Bonanza special around here.
There's lovely scenery around here even without that update. Titan. Ah, of course he showed up in a jet. No worries. At least it's like a small jet that is, you know, is semi-capable of sticking with us and using trying to pilot a 747 around the place.
What jet is that?
The Aeromacchi M339. It's like it's an Italian fast jet trainer. It's a really nice aircraft, actually.
I think I have that one.
It's a nice aircraft.
Is that one of those? Is that one of the free ones?
No, again, no. Unfortunately,
Okay.
No, but I bought that one.
yeah.
Hey Titan, I'm the slowest one here, the last one. Come buzz by me. I want to see if it's the one I thought it was. The bright yellow banana in the back.
I hate to be the one that, like, I've got currently running right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors, right? And I still don't have enough room for all the stuff that I've got running. I still need an extra monitor. I'll tell you what.
Nope. I just have one really wide monitor.
Yeah?
I only use 2, well 3 if you count my iPad.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to doing the iPad link.
Well, for me it's a separate app running on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I keep meaning to sort that out. I did have it running for a little while. But I kind of ran out of desk space.
You know, there's no carb heat on this thing either. Maybe it is a
Rotax engine?
Rotax, yeah. Because it goes, and the tack goes up to like 6,000 RPM or 7,000 RPM.
Yeah, it's got to be a Rotax engine then.
Yeah.
I guess I could have stayed in the faster plane. I'm not staying up with you guys in this slow plane.
Are you in the same one? You're
think
flying the same thing that I am.
I think so, but no, my flaps aren't down.
Keep that thing full throttle, man.
My
what I
my
gotta do.
flaps are down. My flaps are up, sorry.
You're not paying for fuel on this thing.
It's just peg. Leave the throttle. Peg.
Yeah, I had my flaps down. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. That bridge is not confirmed for me.
Oh no. Rip. Oop. Drop everything.
Oh wow, we must be entering into where the photographic stuff is, because once you hit this canyon up ahead, it looks great.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You can see the edge of where it's taken over.
Yep. The color's
Wow.
all going to change a bit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how the fake stuff just suddenly stops and you get the visual.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually.
Well, it's not terrible from without it. You know, I'm running it currently without that add-on, and it's Still looks great for me.
It dropped my frame rate. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I imagine it
Oh
would.
my god, did my frame rate just crash?
As if I needed any help having a low frame
Yeah,
rate.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm down to 30.
Just Microsoft Flight Simulator things. Yeah.
I'm at like 17.
Really? Oh man, that'd be.
Yeah.
That's
That's hard.
after
A little rough.
being spoiled with 144 frames a second in first-person shooters. Like 17 frames a second is basically unplayable for me.
I'm getting
Yeah,
20.
Oh, I'm up to 40.
Ooh. You can tell who the big spenders
right
are, can't
back
you? Got the big graphics card.
And right back.
I think if I didn't have this big ass monitor, it'd probably be better, but
I have a huge monitor. It just happens to be 1080.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
reason. Yeah.
that helps. Mine's 1440 and it's a 49-inch monitor, so
Yeah, I think it's 43-inch monitor, but it's only a 1080p.
At what point does it change from being a monitor to just a TV?
Well, this is a television.
Yeah, that's
officially. Mine is a television. I just took it off the wall in the basement. I asked my wife. I said, "We never use it. Can I just put it in the room?" She's like, "Yeah."
oh,
I'm
there
like,
you go.
TVs typically have like tuners and speakers built.
Yep.
in.
Yeah.
That's what this one has.
See, mine's just like one of the ultra wide ones. So you basically, if you take two 27-inch monitors and set them next to each other, it's the same thing.
yeah, that's
Oh, everybody
Except
just
you don't have
disappeared.
that annoying bar in the middle,
Well, yes.
which is an advantage.
yeah. Everyone just disappeared for me as well.
Yep.
I'm
Where'd
I'm
they
just gonna
go?
switch servers. I'm gonna do that quick server flick.
Oh, they're back.
Oh,
No, I got everybody. Oh, no, I don't. Well, I have 2 of us, 3 of us.
Yeah, I'll load in again in a second. That's
Oh,
cool.
4 of us.
Oh yeah, everybody came back.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
are.
the CU wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are, right behind me.
Not sure if any of you, like, the guys who joined after I explained before, I'm doing a full 20+ hour flight round the coastline of the Great Britain on Friday. So if you want to join at any point, I'll load up the flight plans in the Discord, and you can feel free to join for a little bit of it if you want.
This thing is not drawing the screen very well.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's putting the add-on in some places and
yeah,
the
and
default.
not in others. Yeah, I
terrain,
think I
yeah.
would have been better off without it.
I mean, where it's everywhere, it looks real good.
Right, when it's everywhere, but it's like patching it in and out and in and
Yeah.
out.
It probably has to do with like your draw distance type of thing,
Yeah,
because mine's slowly patching in as I fly forward.
yeah, potentially could be the fact that it's an external 3D model, so the draw distance for models is lower than the terrain draw distance.
Yeah, and behind it disappears. So
Yeah, that is.
I just have like a bubble of terrain.
Yeah, probably just that. Probably the model, the 3D model draw distance. Let's see. Yeah, that flight. I'm really annoyed that the flight plans break that easy. I'm gonna land on the sandbar down here. On the second one. Yeah, easy peasy.
Sandbar.
Yeah, just I'm coming into it now, and I want to see if it's. Well, this is good. This is going to be interesting.
You disappeared.
Nice. Managed it. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
whoa,
Oh.
I
Oh,
just
we can
fell
go
through the
under.
world.
Oh yeah.
That
North Coaster said it was like you can't land on
Ooh.
some of it.
yeah, like
Now we're flying under it.
I just dropped down underneath.
Wow.
There's
We're
a
in the
flattened
upside.
version of the
I'm not
default
getting any
under.
airspeed though.
Oh no! I'm crashing.
There's no air down here.
Oh no! It's a river. Forget that. It never happened. Oh, there's like a.
Baptiste, you're gone.
Yeah, I'm in the river, currently struggling to get out. And for.
No, he's in the upside down too. If you have the terrain pack loaded.
Oh, do you know what? This is silly. There we go. Let's just cheat my way out of it. Wow, the terrain's black here.
Yeah, it's just weird, even with the even with the.
Oh no, that wasn't my fault. There's a terrain problem.
A likely story there. Baptiste.
Yeah, I nosed over a couple of times, but the aircraft sort of hits like a staircase in the middle of a river. Wow, people are actually flying through hillsides right now.
Are we going the right way?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just follow this river.
It's be fun to blast down in an extra.
Yeah. Or the F-15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd just be.
Yeah,
toast.
there's no way you'd be able to do this in the F-15. Oh, you guys are just sort of... like slamming through the terrain really weirdly. Like it's
Well, you can go through the floor pretty easy.
yeah.
I like the
Wow.
rocks hanging in midair myself. Those are cool.
Oh, it's like the hillside on Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Wow, just a... I don't know how I survived that, but here we are.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm in the right spot.
I'm not 100% sure I am, to be honest. I'm waiting for a little nav map to load. Oh no! I'm trying to navigate my way through this canyon without smashing into every hillside. I'm going to. Yep, and I crashed. Literally couldn't turn the corner hard enough. Oh,
I am under the world.
right, let's... Even with ailerons as big as this aircraft has, I still couldn't turn fast enough.
Oh, it's got a very slow roll.
Yeah,
It does. But it can climb like a beast.
but then my little nav map, the actual map has decided to die.
I think I'm gonna have to load in without this scenery pack because now I'm under the world and don't have any clue where to fly to get out from under the world.
Yes.
Just fly
Just
up through the
queue up.
floor.
Well, this is not looking better without... Oh, wow, I've entirely ended
Oh,
up going the
that's
wrong
a-
way.
Yeah, I was like, that
Oh,
doesn't
no!
look like that's a safe
This...
canyon to turn into.
what's the word?
What are you guys doing in there?
No, turn! Woof. Woo! This is getting sketchy. Titan, You're not the only one, mate. We're all getting smashed to bits here. I'm just going to have to climb up and out of these canyons. Everyone's just all over the place.
This is just like a bizarre canyon here.
Yeah,
man.
it's like so badly mapped in game, isn't it? Like if you get
Yeah.
to a certain height, it looks real good. Like the terrain around the tops of it is actually really nice. But down deep within the bowels of that canyon. Titan, you press Y to go into slew mode, but it means you have to have the realistic crashes off to begin with. So you need to make sure you got the realistic crashing off, and then if you hit Y, you can use your numpad or an Xbox controller to move yourself around in the world like a drone. So it's actually quite nice up here anyway, outside of that valley.
Yeah, the Valley of Doom was kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
and there is its name from now on. Alright, Tan. I'm desperately trying my hardest to get this aircraft trimmed out, but it's just not having it.
How
Where are we
fast
going
you
now?
thinking that-
Sorry, say again.
How
Where are
fast
we headed?
Cruising in that?
We are headed this way, and I didn't hear the second one because both spoke at the same time.
I was just asking how fast is your custom plane cruising here?
My aircraft is cruising at 73 knots.
Okay. Yeah, just struggling to catch up with the default Savage.
No worries, I shall slow right down and deploy
Yeah.
some flaps.
Me too.
Let's see how slow I can. I'm getting a frame rate drop here.
Alright, guys, I actually gotta call it quits.
Yeah,
But I'll catch you
No
later.
problem.
Thanks for letting me fly with you for a
no
bit.
problem. See you later, man. I am currently doing 41 knots, so Northgate Peaks. I'm getting a really bad frame rate at the moment.
I'm stable at 35, so it's not too bad.
It's just hit me. Maybe getting 20 frames a second. Maybe less than that, actually. Wow, yeah, it's really bad.
I'm at 64.
Ah.
73. I'm not up where you are yet, though. I'm still trying to catch up.
Oh no! that doesn't count as a nose over. Wow, yeah, the frame rate is terrible. Oh no. Wow, look how bad that is. There we go. That's better. Smoothed out now. Much better.
Yeah, it just jumped to 60 for me.
Yeah, there must have been some in that area that was... I'll tell you what, I will actually land... Excuse me. Land and let everyone catch up. Let's see if I can not crash this time. Oh, that's just a bad landing spot. Ah, well, I mean, it can be done. It's if you're coming into land here, it's like the surface of the moon, so watch out. Wheels is defying the laws of physics and gravity and crashing.
Huh.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. Oh, oh no, that was such a good looking landing as well.
Oops.
Do we?
Right, which way do we take off now? Right, the way we came. Bush.
Goat rider. It looks like you're. Yeah, that's what it looked like you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Was that?
I was like, he's not gaining altitude. He's not. No, he's.
Is that?
Full flap takeoff did not
No.
work.
It was great to watch, though. Thank you.
You got to try something fun every now and then.
Hop Valley. I don't know whether you're still watching, Lanky, but the you can see that the flight plan's still working on the on my nav on my aircraft. It's just not drawing it correctly on the map. So there's definitely a problem with in-flight sim.
Yeah, it's not drawing on my map at all. In the flight sim, it's only on my iPad with that extra software. It's there.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got a little nav map running as well, with an overlay on the stream, and you can see that it's working fine on there.
I think we're losing everyone, Baptiste.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
I'm gonna circle around.
Terrain around here looks amazing.
This road right here looks like it'd be a lot of fun to ride on a motorcycle.
No doubt.
Yeah, you've got loads of roads on that.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's the kind of place that looks like there'd be very little law enforcement as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not-
but when they are there, they're
Not that I condone such things.
Or
I used to live in a place where there were no speed limits, so you could drive as fast as you liked anyway.
Baptiste,
that
did you
in
put
Germany
down
once.
or circle?
I'm circling.
Oh, I didn't see it. That's what I was wondering.
I'm behind you, Wheels. I'm
Oh.
coming straight towards you and passing.
Alrighty.
I'm back. Don't worry on me. Don't wait on me to catch up.
No worries. I'm just finishing off another loop and then. And there's the drop. 21 knots, that thing stalled out then. That's impressive. Let's get the foot back on the rudder again to get this trimmed out. There we go. Let's hope I'm going the right way. We are heading up this valley. Hopefully it's not like the Valley of Doom that we just passed through.
if it is, we'll have fun.
Crash you mean? Well, crash.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Well, the valley floor looks really nice here. I don't want to go any closer and have it ruined, but my frame rate's just started to drop now as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete that 1.2 gigs of
Don't think it's
information.
worth it if you're 1,000 feet above it. But it's yeah, it requires a lot of processing power, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think if you have like a 3090 and you can have like unlimited draw distance or something
Yeah.
like that, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah, maybe.
I've got a 1660 Super, and it wasn't doing so super with it. I can tell you
No?
that.
Yeah, my 1080 was struggling.
I mean, it's just they've built a game that they intend to run for at least 10 years, they said, and keep updated for at least 10 years. So over the next 2 years, the hardware, like, is going to increase so much that in 2 years' time, if you haven't got 100 frames a second in this game, then you're doing something wrong. It's really is sort of built for the future. But I remember when FSX came out, it was sort of similar. Unless you had the most incredible hardware at the time, it would kind of run like crap.
Yeah.
And
The unfortunate part is even if you want them, like I would love to have a 3080 right
Yeah.
now, but you just can't
No.
find them. You just
the,
can't
the
buy
pro-
'em.
there's even a worse problem than that. If you have a hardware failure of any kind, good luck trying to get a
Oh,
replacement.
you're done.
Yeah, it's because I've been thinking about that because my graphics card's been giving me these really weird glitches every now and again, and I'm just hoping that it's just not going to get any worse. Hi, Major. I'm just hoping it doesn't get any worse because there's absolutely no prospect of me getting this thing replaced for at least another 2 months.
No, you'd be running on like a 1030 or something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean I've got an old 970, but I'm pretty sure that's broke.
I guess I have an old 770, but I don't know if that would. I mean,
Probably wouldn't even run this, would it? Thanks, Major. I'm going to keep maintaining that you need to get this game, and we need to teach you how to fly, because I just think that would be funny. And I reckon you'd enjoy it. You need to get hold of it, get a couple of aircraft, and then we'll have a learning to fly stream.
I'm gonna watch.
It would be quite good, I reckon, because I don't think he'd do particularly badly. No worse than I would. If it were my first time. So I've played flight simulators since I don't know, probably about 1994. So I
Yeah.
have a lot of like. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm a bit of a flight simulator veteran at this point. I'd Flight Simulator 95, but I think I had the one before that as well. I'm not sure.
You know, I think my favorite was Jane's. What was it?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Fighter's Anthology. I remember.
Those, like the flight sim game that I had the Flight Sim 95 version came with this massive manual, and it was it came with the aircraft creator as well. So it had basically its own 3D modeling software to build your own aircraft. And I built like the weirdest looking Valkyrie, the XB-70 Valkyrie. Like I tried modeling it, and it was basically just a flying triangle, but it did fly eventually, and it just took a long time for me to get it to work. I wish I'd stuck with that now, you know? Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it'd be one of the people building
Yeah,
models and putting them up on FlightSim.tl.
That's what I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sheer walls in this game, too,
Yeah, I
huh?
think that's potentially a photogrammetry issue rather than them actually looking like that in real life. I'd love to find that book again, Holler.
Hey, Flight Sim just loaded my the flight plan on the map out of the blue.
Of course it did. Oh, the spruce goose. Oh, yeah, get someone to make a spruce goose. I think someone made one of those for FSX, or one of the flight sims. Could have been Flight Simulator 2000 or 2002. But I do remember seeing one of those. No, mine still hasn't drawn back in again. It's got every single time they do an update, they break something else. Like, I'm not complaining. Well, I am a little bit, but it's like what they've created here is one of the most complicated, well, the most complicated flight sim, the most graphically detailed flight sim, and yeah, Holler, I'm having FPS issues as well. A few of us have been. Like now, it's kind of a bit stuttery. I don't know whether you can see that in the stream, but I can see it. And it's annoying me. Well, yeah, what they've created an incredible flight sim. And I don't doubt that there's going to be a few problems. But it is what it is, isn't it? Take the rough with the smooth. They'll iron them out eventually. I just wish they hadn't created them in the first place. I wish they'd spend a little bit more time on the updates, perhaps, and maybe allow people to beta test them a little bit more thoroughly. I don't work for them though. I don't know what their process internally is, so
Yeah, I mean, they push out quite a bit of content.
They do, yeah.
About, like, gigabytes that they're pushing out.
yeah, I don't want to complain about it because I just don't want to be another one of those people.
Sure.
So, you know, it'll get better. I know it will get better.
Well,
So I've just
it's also a bit of an agreement with you, is that there's no way you can properly test that much.
no,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
you
that's
can't.
so
Yeah,
much.
precisely. Yeah, you can't do it. And yeah. Like the flight plan not loading in the maps correctly. It's irritating, but it's not.
That seems
It's
basic.
not an index sort of problem, is it?
No.
I realise we've climbed like 4,000 feet. This is, I've got to say, is a butt ugly aircraft. I mean, I love it, but it's ugly as sin.
It is.
Right, I'm going to find a little spot to put down on this ridge line somewhere. There, okay, I'm just going to go for it.
Engine died. Whoa! Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, come on.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do that.
Oh, you saved it. You saved
Nice. I was going to land there, but
About over the left there in that little.
yeah.
it. Oh, come on, right down here, fellas. It's the water's warm. It's nice.
Where are you?
On the ground where
Oh, yeah, I'm coming in.
engine died.
Let's just some more.
Oh yeah, this works.
Holla, I haven't seen that video yet. I keep seeing it in YouTube, but I haven't clicked it. Every time I go to click it, something else comes up and I have to do something. So I will. I'll watch it after this. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That was not pretty. Wow. I'll have a... I want to do like a watch party in Discord or something. I would like to see that. To be honest, it sounds like you're landing a steel drum when you land this thing. Like a 65 gallon oil drum.
Yeah.
It's got that really empty, hollow feeling when you hit the ground. That may be where they got the sound effect from. Actually, just sounds like someone sat on one of them.
Just roll the drum around for a little bit. We'll get
Yeah.
some recording.
I must for any Europeans watching. What I meant by 65 gallons was a 208 litre drum. Yeah.
Quick man.
No. I used to work at a motor part. I used to run a motor parts warehouse, and we used to have to deal with those for for garages and stuff. They'd buy them by the drum, and depending on what the age of the person in the garage you were talking to, some of them would say, "I'll have a 65 gallon drum of whatever oil," and then the next guy on the phone who was 20 years younger would say, "Can I have a 208 litre drum of whatever?"
Oh, there's another perfect landing strip right over
I'm
here.
coming. Carry on landing. No, don't be a crash! Shit. I haven't learned how to fly this plane properly yet. Okay.
I think for takeoff it seems easier without any flaps.
Yes. I put all the flaps into it because I was stalling out. And that was probably a mistake.
Oh, perfect. Come on,
But-
come on.
Oh, I'm going to have to take an overfly of that to see what it's like first.
Huh. Perfect landing. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Sure
I don't
did.
know, it sounds like sarcasm to me.
That's a 3-point landing if I ever seen one. Both tips of the wing failed.
Somehow my engine and tail are both touching the ground. That's probably not a good landing. That was a better landing. That's definitely... I can't... Now that I've thought of that steel drum, I can't unhear it. It just sounds like landing in a... That was actually... Nice. Wheels is off through the trees.
Trees, it's clear on my screen.
Oh, it just looked like you ploughed through a forest.
Oh, interesting. It was clear on mine.
Does that scenery?
Yeah, I definitely see forest there too.
Yeah. Oh, there's a reservoir there. Perhaps there is a sandbar on which to grace. They are holler. I agree with you. I mean, I love it. I love the aircraft. It's like unbelievably utilitarian,
We're in
and
trouble.
it looks like someone's built it in a shed. But it's
Calling the Mayday there, Wheels.
where did he
Flat
where did he
stick.
even go? I can't even see him anymore.
He just dropped out of the sky all of a sudden.
For no reason. It was hilarious. I'm like, I can't even break out of this. And he's airborne.
I don't see him. He crashed that hard. He dropped him out of the sim. There he is. There he is. I see him. It's, oh, nope. You see the tail? This. I like the fact that North Coaster put scrapes on the tail of this thing, so it looks like it's been tail struck a whole bunch of times. Because it has. Nope. Oh, there's like a. That was a terrible landing. This doesn't land easy, this aircraft. Any of you guys tried out the NX Cub yet?
That thing is so easy.
It's great. I love that. I love that aircraft.
It really is.
It's my new favourite Cub, I think. I was going to do my round the UK trip in it, but I think I'm going to go with the cargo. No, I haven't decided yet. It's going to be one of the Cubs, but I'm not sure which one. Titan's nose in the ground. Nice, Titan. Nice. The one of the team now. Lost count of how many times I've done that. Right. Let's get the show on the road. No, climb, 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 climb.
That's it for me, guys. Have fun.
Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later. All of that NX Cub is brilliant. I genuinely think it is my favourite Cub at the moment. I think because it's new and shiny. And it's not a traditional Cub, is it? Because of the nose gear. But I like it.
It's just so easy to fly and land.
Yeah,
and everything
that's
in
it.
it's
Like
nice.
I like the other Cubs, but they're kind of just, you know, they're just a slight variation on the same theme. And I've no problem with that. I like that. I like the choice. You've got a Cub for every occasion now. And now you've got the nose wheel Cub that you can take to go pick up your mother. You know.
That's right. As long as she doesn't weigh that much.
Well, yeah. I mean, those Cubs can carry 2 of me in them, so. And you know, a takeaway.
Yeah, I guess it is what 215 or something like that horsepower.
Yeah, yeah. I think the standard. It's got a useful load of something ridiculous, like 300 kilos. 300.
Oh wow.
I mean, if you, as long as you don't exceed the gross maximum takeoff weight, you know, you don't have to carry a full tank of fuel at all times.
True.
And the Cub, the X Cub in particular, the Cub Crafters ones that are in this game, the standard X Cub has potential endurance of 8 hours on a full fuel load.
That's amazing.
Which, you know, as long as you can trim the, if you can get up nice and high and trim the fuel down to about 6.5 gallons an hour, you can get 8 hours of endurance out of the thing, which is like 1,000 miles. And I really, really like that.
It'd be good for doing a like an around the world trip.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the reason I've picked the X Cub to do the round the UK, and that's 2,500 nearly.
Yeah.
But my original when I started that, I originally was going to start planning a round the world trip, but the round the world trip was not going to be around the equator. It was going to be via the
No.
North and South Pole. I was going to do a polar orbiting circumference.
That'd be interesting.
And I think I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to plan that. But it's bloody difficult because there's, I mean, you have to stop at this McMurdo in Antarctica. I know, but I don't think there's anything in the Arctic, in the North Pole, is there?
No, not really. And I was trying to plan a, traditional around the world.
Yeah.
And that was one of the hardest parts was the Canada Greenland because I was doing it in a 172.
Oh, wow,
so, you were looking at like 5 hours
Yeah.
max. It was doable, but you had to pick your airports
Flaps.
really, really well.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see what because the cargo cub with the cargo box, you can basically increase your fuel load by 50% with that thing.
Oh wow.
Because you can have a fuel bladder in them, but that still only gives you about 75 gallons. I think it's 75 gallons, something like that. No, I don't even think it's that. Well, it could be. I could be wrong. I'll have to look at it again. But I really want to do polar orbiting flight around the world.
75 gallons would give you what, about a 12-hour or something like that?
Yeah. Potentially could do, yeah. Can you imagine being stuck in a cub for 12 hours?
Ugh, horrible.
I can't think of anything I'd rather. Oh no, I'd rather not do that.
You'd have to have a good stock of pee bottles.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. And anti blood clot medicine, just a load of aspirin as well, and
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean, Holler. I think the longest I've rode a motorbike for is in one go, maybe 4 hours, and that's not a pleasant experience.
My cousin rode his motorcycle from Minnesota out to Colorado.
What's that distance? I'm sorry, I'm not being a U.S. citizen. I don't have any kind of bet.
No, that's fine. So doing freeway speeds correctly is an 18-hour drive.
Yeah, it's got to be 1,000 miles or so, I think. Huh?
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
Oh man, I can't be stuck in a car for that long. It just no thanks.
Yeah. Well, he was following the motorhome with the motorcycle trailer, so if you ever wanted to bail, he had an out.
Okay. Well, then that's his problem, then, isn't it? I got no sympathy for him. Yeah, chapped asses. Yeah.
Did he stop? Like, was that with like overnights or anything like that, or that was?
He did a single overnight.
It's like Cannonball.
Okay.
Wow.
Split it up into 2 days.
That's slightly better, but still, man, that's a lot.
I know guys. I met guys who drove from southern Germany to the Isle of Man in one go without. The only time they slept was on the boat that crossed over from Calais in France to Dover in the UK. And that's only like, what, 2 hours at the most? And then they basically jumped right back on the bike and then driven another, essentially 360 miles from Dover to a place in the UK called Heysham. And then you get on another boat for 4 hours to go to the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
And I've tried sleeping on that boat probably 100 times, and it is damn near impossible.
Yeah, it's one of those ideas that sounds fun, but I think when you start doing it, you're like, ugh,
Yeah.
why did I do this?
It's one of those things that you kind of really, you have to do it once. But then after that you go, nah, I'm staying in a hotel for a little bit as well.
Right.
I'm not doing that again. Yeah. No, I know. I've driven. Like some of the worst trips I've done is like when my uncle moved from South London to the Isle of Man, which is it's a 4-hour boat journey and then 250 miles ish driving. And I've done a full day at work, got on the boat at 6 p.m. The boat was making 4.5 hours on the boat. Got off the boat and driven, well, essentially 6 hours in quite a large van to the south of basically South London. And that's not a fun trip, and it's not that long. But I've done that a few times. That's not a fun trip. And that's not even a long trip. And I've got an 18-hour flight on Friday, so there you go. Or possibly more.
Oh! I fell into the mountain. Oh, Lord.
Been there.
No, it was a good landing, and then I disappeared.
Yep.
Okay, let's get some more trim into this thing. Ooh. Actually, the sunset at this time of day looks quite good. There we go. Well, I've actually managed to finally trim out the 701. It's only taken.
It only took a couple
yeah,
hours.
it only took an hour and a half. Yeah. Are you guys seeing that scenery still? Are you guys still into that scenery?
Yes, that's why
Yes.
I disappeared. I was trying to land on the top of one of these mesas,
Got you.
but it was
Got you.
invisible mesa. It does look really good from like up high a little bit.
Yeah.
Though.
Even the stock scenery from here, man, looks amazing. Like looking down into the valley on the right hand side here.
Yeah.
Everything looks accurate. It's incredible. Oh no, I changed the throttle so the trim is obviously out now.
You're done now. It's gonna be another hour and a half.
I'm going to adjust the throttle to stop that fugoid oscillation. I might have it, but I might not. I don't want to climb too much. I want the scenic view, but
Did you ever listen to a podcast called Black Box Down?
no. No.
That's where I first heard fugoid oscillation. They do a lot of like large accident,
Oh, yeah, no.
black box.
Yeah, I
kinda-
love that kind of thing. Like one of my
Oh, it's great.
dream jobs, like from about 10 years ago, was air crash investigator.
Go work at the FISDO.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Oh no, that'd be wonderful. Well, no, it wouldn't. It would absolutely not be wonderful. I imagine it'd be horrific, but
Right.
massively interesting. I've always had the fugoid oscillation thing. I remember from the DC-10 crash in Sioux City. The one that lost its number 2 engine in the tail. Took out all the hydraulic lines with it. Denny Fitch, Al Haynes,
Yep.
and I can't remember the engineer or the first officer, but it was Captain.
The guys that landed it.
Yeah,
right?
Captain Al Haynes, and then Denny Fitch was the guy on the. He was the line captain. He was the guy on the throttles.
And one of them just happened to be like a check
Yeah.
pilot for that type.
Denny Fitch. Yeah. I that's.
And he wasn't even part of
No.
the crew. He was just like a passenger.
No, but it was the whole story about it was really fascinating for me because it was this was like early in the days of the sort of I don't know how, like maybe a renaissance in the way crews work together in cockpits. Like traditionally, it was the captain is the man in charge. His word is law. And over the preceding sort of 10 years, it finally moved away from that sort of model to like everyone has a valid opinion. We need to stop the accidents, sort of. And he was one of the sort of pioneers of that cockpit resource management.
Right.
And when this check pilot, or whatever, Denny Fitch was in the back, said to the cabin crew, listen, I'm a check pilot for these aircraft. Tell the captain I'm here. If he needs any help, I'm more than willing to come help out. And Al Haynes, instead of, as a captain, instead of saying, hell no, this is my aircraft, he went, yeah, all the help I can get.
Right.
He didn't stand on that sort of. Yeah, he didn't get bogged down with the no, I'm the captain, this is my plane attitude. No, there's potentially some experience there, and I don't want to miss out on that. And I
Well, all of them.
yeah, but it was that like listening to Al Haynes explain that in an interview afterwards was fascinating. And the way they work together, and then even after they realised that the only way they were controlling the aircraft was through the throttles, the captain didn't say to Denny Fitch, right, get off, I'll take it over from here, because Denny Fitch was the one who basically learned how to fly the aircraft at this point using only the throttles. So he just left him to it, and he said he's the one who knows the most about it at this point. He might as well just continue doing it.
And I think he actually the reason he learned to do that was based off of a previous crash. I think it was Japan Airlines.
Yeah, but
of,
it wasn't
another DC.
Yeah, no, the Japan Airlines was a 747 that lost its tail because of a bad repair job.
Okay, all right.
It was the. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Right, so not same type, but it was same thing. Yeah, they lost elevator,
Yeah.
so that he had to.
And it went into this fugoid oscillation, and unluckily enough for them, they didn't have the time to work it out, and they had about half an hour.
Right.
And then hit a mountain, which sucked. But yeah, he said because of that, while there was no direct procedure and there wasn't any formal training, because he was in the simulator a lot, he tried it out a few times. And while he hadn't really given it any serious thought, I thought that was really interesting as well.
Yeah, that whole situation was really interesting and a good case study in what to do.
Yeah. It was put as a people train for that now. Well, no, not so much anymore. Because if you lose an engine on a commercial airline, it's most likely going to be a twin jet, and you're not controlling it using the throttles.
True.
But a 747 maybe, they probably would train for it. I mean there are some tri-jets still in operation, but it's mostly cargo stuff, isn't it? It's all the FedEx and cargo airlines that run the MD-11s.
I can't imagine how many cycles those things must have on them.
A
at this
fair
point.
amount, yeah. Cargo aircraft in general are not treated the nicest.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna bail.
Yeah,
Thanks for fun time.
yeah,
here.
no problem, man, no problem. There's going to be a better flight on Saturday, if you're around.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, from what I understand, Kodiak float planes. It's not finalised, but it's quite good. North's putting a lot of effort into it, so.
I love
We
a good
did-
float plane.
Hey?
Yeah, we did one of those a few Wednesdays ago. It was
Yeah,
really
it's
nice,
it's
actually.
gonna. I think it's starting from a similar point, but it's going to be a different trip. So it should be good.
Yeah, the scenery out it was really
Yeah.
good. It was a beautiful flight.
Yeah, it's the same guy putting it together.
Oh, North
Yeah,
Coaster?
and because the guy who was supposed to be doing the flight this week has had to pull out and postpone it, and we didn't have a spare one ready to fire into it. So, like, for lack of a better option, North's gone with that idea, and he's extended part of it, but changed the route as well. So it's going to start. I think it might start in the same location or end in the same location, from what I gather, but it'll be a different trip.
Maybe
float
we'll
planes.
fly over Schlong Bay
Yeah,
again.
oh yeah. Yeah, no worries. I'll see you later, man.
I'm taking off as well. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, no problem, Chief.
Take it easy.
See you later. It's we're nearly at the end of it now. We're only 6 miles away.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch that Mike Pate video and make sure my flight plans for Friday are ready, so I can do this.
Ooh, is this Arizona City?
Colorado City.
Colorado City. This is right on the border, I think.
Yeah, looks like it.
This is a heavily. So, I used to live in Arizona, and there was a big to do because there's these two border towns, and I believe one was Colorado City. I can't remember what the other one was on the other side, but they're run
Hilldale?
essentially by the fundamental Mormon Church.
Hilldale?
Yes.
It's on my little nav map. I'm kind of cheating.
Yes. Anyway, and the sheriff, they got into trouble because the sheriff there was essentially discriminatory. Like, you couldn't get a job there as a sheriff unless you were part of, the fundamental Mormon Church, and
Oh, right, okay.
anyway, that's why I remember this place. It was big news back in the day,
Oh, right.
5-6 years ago in Arizona.
Wow. Oh, we got a nice sunset to finish up. And there we go. We're actually on live time as well. So the live time thereabouts,
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, I got to adjust
Yeah,
mine a
like-
little bit to get the
Yeah,
sunset.
just
There we go.
6 minutes or something. There we go. Perfect. See the lights starting to come on.
I love being able to just drag the slider a little bit and change
Yeah.
it.
I fancy some sunshine. Nice. Yeah. Let's pull this throttle back and descend a little bit, and we'll go into that. Go into that airfield. And pull Harrison Ford, I think, land on the taxiway.
Try a little formation landing.
Oh, yeah. I'll try and be as smooth as I can.
Sure.
I'm throttling back like very gradually. That must be irrigation for the farm then, farmland. Or water treatment maybe.
Could be, yeah.
There's one of those huge, circular center point, center irrigated, whatever they're called, the one with the big contraption that walks around and.
You see those everywhere out west.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's the easiest way to keep everything irrigated, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just the one radial like arm thing that just goes around in a circle.
Yeah. I saw a few of them in Australia.
Yeah, I suppose you don't probably need them too much over there in the UK.
No, too much.
Not a whole lot of desert.
Not a whole lot of There's we get quite a bit of rain. So the extra irrigation's generally not needed.
No.
I'm just speeding up again. My airspeed is dropping just a little bit too much.
I'm finding that trying to stay on your wing is easier if I'm actually inside the plane.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm actually going to go inside as well for landing.
That's my only other gripe with this CH-701 is you have no rear visibility at
None.
all.
Yeah. Starting to turn a bit. Slowing.
Yep, I'm right there with you.
I'm trying to be as smooth as I can. It's
You're doing just fine.
Oh, nice. That's beautiful. Way too high.
That's all right. Just put full flaps out on this bad boy and she'll drop like a rock.
I'm just remembering my white over white, you're as high as a kite. There you go.
You can also do a slip to land too if you need to spill some of that.
This thing stops at about 19 feet, so
Oh,
I really
yeah.
don't think we got that much of a problem.
No.
Drop the throttle off almost entirely. I'm going with one notch of flaps now.
All right. I have 2 out right now.
Okay. I got 2 in then. I'll take the left-hand side touchdown marker.
I'll take the right-hand side.
Third flaps. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful.
That's pretty fun.
I think that's the first proper formation landing accomplished that I've been a part of anyway.
Well, it was only a 2-shipper, so
Yeah,
it's probably the easiest one we could do.
Yeah, rightio. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Wasn't the
Yeah,
greatest
thank you.
flight I've ever done. The scenery could have been better, but next time, eh?
Well, I think if I wouldn't have loaded up that that extra scenery pack and been disappearing through the floor, it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, it was recommended to me, so I would have
Sure,
I
yeah.
would have downloaded it had it not failed on me a couple of times. So anyway, yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah. Yep. Take it easy,
Have
man.
a great night.
You too.
Thanks very much. If anybody's still watching, if you haven't heard before, I say I'm going to be doing a live stream on Friday from about 2 p.m. UK time, which is going to be a flight around the entire coast of Great Britain, which will take approximately about 20 hours. Starting from about 2 p.m. UK, so that'll be this Friday coming up. I'm going to drop the flight plans in our Discord if you want to join. But I'll be live the entire time. Hopefully I don't fall asleep mid-flight. That'll be wonderful. Thanks very much. And